Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo are right in the middle of another mystery, the Great Grammar Hunt. They've found some good clues to work with. Let's join them and find out if they crack the case.
Velma, where do we stand in the Great Grammar Hunt?
Well, we finished the search for the parts of speech.
Yeah, we found out the purpose of verbs, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections.
According to our clue finder, the grammar book, these 8 parts of speech will combine to make phrases and clauses.
Well then, let's get cracking. To coin a phrase.
Now that you mention it, let's start with phrases. They're a group of words used as a single part of speech.
You mean there can be 2 or 3 or more words that act like one of the parts of speech?
That's right. Prepositional phrases, which begin with prepositions, can be used as nouns, adverbs, or adjectives.
Do you have any examples, Velma?
Sure. On the last page, I signed my name. The prepositional phrase, on the last page, is a place, so it's a noun.
I get it. The man in blue overalls is a plumber. The prepositional phrase, in blue overalls, is an adjective to describe man.
Right. And the frightened Scooby ran into the doghouse is an example of a prepositional phrase used as an adverb. It tells where Scooby ran.
Who's frightened?
An infinitive phrase always begins with the word to and is followed by a form of a verb.
Gotcha. An infinitive phrase can also be used as a noun, adjective, or an adverb. To write poetry was Scooby's ambition. To write poetry is used as a noun. A farmer has many fences to mend. To mend is an infinitive phrase used as an adjective to modify fence. He's working hard to do a good job. Now the phrase is used as an adverb to describe the verb working.
Let's keep going. Things are starting to fit together. Participle phrases are verbal phrases used as adjectives.
Carrying a heavy bag, the mailman walks many miles a day. Or, having carried a heavy sack all day, the mailman was tired.
I've discovered one more. The gerund. It's also a form of verb, and it ends in ing. This type of phrase is always used as a noun. Racing cars over a city street is dangerous.
I've got a great idea, Velma. Let's continue our investigation while we stop for a snack in the park. You might say, a pause for a clause?
That's a terrible pun, but clauses are next in our hunt. Let's see. A clause is also a group of words used together, but it contains a subject and a verb. Let's talk about subordinate clauses first.
What is a subordinate clause?
A subordinate or dependent clause, as it's often called, has a subject and a verb like all clauses. But it's a lesser idea that cannot stand alone. It must be attached to a main clause which does express a complete idea.
Could you give me an example?
Okay. We're going on a hike because it's a lot of fun. Because it's a lot of fun is a subordinate clause to the main clause, we're going on a hike.
Okay, now let me try one. We think that because the hill is small, we can climb it easily.
Good. Because the hill is small is subordinate to the main idea, which is we can climb it easily. One last point about subordinate clauses. They can be used as nouns, adverbs, or adjectives.
Well, Velma, I think we took an important step in cracking this case. Phrases and clauses are bigger pieces in the grammar puzzle. Let's see if I remember now. Phrases are groups of words used as a single part of speech, such as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs.
That's right. And a clause is also a group of words used together, but it contains a subject and a verb. Clauses that can stand alone are called main or independent clauses. Those that cannot stand alone and must be attached to a main clause are called dependent or subordinate clauses.
Velma, I think we should take a break before we jump into the rest of this case.
I think somebody already beat you to it. It looks like Scooby has sunk his claws into some dessert.
That doesn't phrase me a bit. I'll just join him.
Oh.